So to dig, there's kind of two techniques. The hardcore way with the pick, or the technology way with the gun. So the first step, once the hole is dug out, is to put a first layer of plastic. Does not need to be good plastic, could just be old plastic. It could be, we need something to protect the bottom, really, that's what we need. So here's an example. We decided to put 2 layers of plastic down to protect it because there's a lot of rock here. And then after that we're going to put the EPDM down there. So once we have the EPDM, we can lay it down and choose the size that we want so that we can put it at the bottom of the planter. That's what's going to keep all the water so we can reuse it multiple times. To carry the EPDM, this is the Lou and Francis technique. It has been perfected for years to eventually get to this point where you just roll the EPDM around a stick like this. It's going to be really easy to bring it all the way there. And then you take the stick off when you put it in the inside the hole.
It's tight. We'll be able to pull it out both ends.
And then you just unroll it, making it so much easier than folding and unfolding and refolding. And this is where it's at. This is the cutting edge, people. So learn from the best and make it even better. Look how easy this is. Absolutely gorgeous. So once you got the roll, and you've got, you take the stick out so that you don't, because it's not going to fit inside the hole if you do have the sticks inside. You just start unrolling it in place. So then it's really easy to unfold and start.
Unroll that bad boy. All the way down to the end.
Yeah, I think we're onto something here, Luigi.
It's a lot quicker too.
Yeah, faster, quicker, and looks professional too.
Alright. We're on center now.
Okay.
Yeah, so now we're right on center.
So they just find the center by opening the EPDM, and then you just unfold it out. Facilitating their life a lot. I've seen mess with EPDM, huge mess. This is where it's at, people. The cutting edge of EPDM.
That's so weird.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump that rope right here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that tool and a piece of wood. A small piece of wood.
So we're going to be using a really big nails like this when we're going straight on the dirt, and a really small screw when it's on the tires. Can you show us that? Actually, can you just show us the nail you're using, the screw? Nice, thank you. So there's two very important things when you do the EPDM. The first one is you always want to be barefoot when you're in there so that you don't poke little holes. The second one is you want to do just like Lou there and make sure the EPDM is touching everywhere so that when you're going to be putting the gravel inside, it's not going to rip your nails or pull on the EPDM in a way that you don't want to. So it's very important to make sure it touches everywhere. Okay, Lou, so you're going to make the hole for this?
Yep.
Can you explain it as you do it?
So I have the pipe here coming from the reception cell.
Okay.
Right? So obviously it's going to stick out this far.
Yeah.
So we want to make the hole back here,
okay.
not over here.
Yeah.
Because then how are you going to pull this all and this is going to come up? It's
yeah,
not going to work.
That's
so we want a hole back here by
Sweet.
the wall. So you just make a mark there. And you take a piece of wood.
Yep.
Put it behind the EPDM.
Nice.
Where your mark is. I didn't make a mark, but
yeah,
I can see where my
hold
hole
it
is going to
with
be.
your finger, yeah.
And then you take the tool here.
Cool.
And you want to get it in one shot. You don't want to
hang out too much.
Yeah, you don't want to do it and then take it off and then do it again.
Okay.
It's better to try to get it as smooth as possible.
Okay.
A lot of pressure. You'll feel it. Then you'll feel yourself. Like you'll feel you're getting into the wood then.
Okay, yeah.
So then you pull it out and that's it.
Perfect. Boom.
Yeah, there's your hole.
Nice little circle.
A little sloppy, but.
And the idea behind the hole is that so then when you stretch it, it's not gonna rip, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Because if you can do it with scissors, but a jagged hole. EPDM tends to just split.
Yeah.
So a jagged hole will really...
Not optimal.
Yeah, not optimal, exactly. So now we pull it out here, right?
Yeah.
I should wipe out off the pipe though, because it's been pretty dirty. I want to make sure I get a nice seal.
Sweet. You need
hey,
something?
one of you guys want to pass me that rag? Perfect, thank you.
Nice throw.
Yeah, right?
Will this whole cutter stretch over that 4-inch pipe?
Yeah, you can do that. It'll be a little tougher, but you can do it. Go for it, man. You got it. You can do it.
Your blue hair are just amazing, man.
Oh man, it was an accident. So I just want to clean that pipe because I want to get it nice. Now I want to get a nice seal around there, right?
Perfect.
There's a lot of mud here. So all you do is just stretch it.
Slowly without putting your finger in the hole itself, I believe.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sometimes you have to, but you got to be really careful if you do
that. Perfect.
Now there's some dirt under there, so
try to clean it.
Alright. And we'll take the washer.
So you're adding one more. How do you call that?
Yep.
It's a washer.
Washer.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So one more EPDM piece. That's pre-cut with that same hole.
Yep. This one's a little tighter.
Nice. You get a really good seal there.
See all that dirt?
Yeah.
I don't want any of that. And then you want to overlap it.
Okay. So you're going to bring it on top.
So I'm going to bring it back a little bit. I'm going to bring it on top of that one. I want to see it.
Okay.
So I know it's on top, all the way around. Best I can get.
Nice. And everybody, you really need those yellow gloves as well when you do that. You don't look very good without it.
I look like a superhero, yellow gloves and blue hair, right?
Blue hair, yellow gloves, it's just...
Oh, you need this thing.
Yeah, let me just get that real quick. Give me 5 seconds.
And then you're adding, how do you call this again?
The hose clamp?
The hose clamp on top?
Yeah.
To just seal it 100% for a long time.
That's the idea.
That's 16 right there.
And now another thing is, I see how long my pipe is?
Yeah.
That's because you can make it shorter and then put a coupling. But
so 11, 10.
I like to put as few joints as possible.
Okay.
So I made this long enough so that my standpipe is going to go straight up here in the middle of the cell.
Okay, gotcha.
11, 10.
Standpipe is all, you know, it's for viewing how high the water level is, your gray water.
And this one is not going to have any pumps or anything like that.
No pumps
Right.
in this cell.
Just the one at the very end.
The very end, it's two pumps. Well, there's actually three. One's a resort pump.
Yeah.
That pumps the gray water from the end to the very beginning.
Yeah.
And the other one pumps it to the gray water board
Yeah.
to help prime it. And that is wired in unison with the gray water board pump.
Yeah.
And that pump has a pressure switch on it, so every time you flush your toilet,
Yeah.
pressure switch will sense pressure drop. Both pumps will kick on in unison
Yeah.
and pump it to the toilet.
So yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot, Lou.
Sure,
That
no
was
problem.
outrageous. Lou's removing the duct tape that was there to protect the pipe itself, right? It was just so that no dirt goes in there.
Exactly, exactly. And now we're gonna glue this standpipe in.
Yeah. First step is to put the primer
Yep.
all around. Both on the male and female. Wow. I'm using the proper words and everything. It's great.
Yeah, that's.
Is it?
You can say that. Or on the pipe and the inside of the fitting.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright. Let's get some of the schmutz out.
Getting it nice and clean. And then the second one is called the glue or
Glue, or people call it PVC cement
PVC cement.
or PVC glue. You want to put
Now
it on?
he's
And give it a quarter, like a quarter of a turn.
nice. And then hold it in place for
Yeah, you want it to be
a minute or so.
level.
Nice and level.
Want something for underneath it?
Yeah, yeah, like a small flat rock.
I'm just gonna show you what this is. This is the PVC cement, and this here is the primer that we've been using. And so why is there some small holes at the bottom but not at the top?
Because you want the water to flow in.
So the water can flow in there.
Yeah, or come out. Actually, the water's going to flow in here
Yeah,
and come out through the bottom and also through the top once it fills up.
yeah, when there's too much.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it. This will also get a big rock bolt.
Around it, just like this one here.
Yes.
That is the standpipe he was talking about, with holes at the bottom, so the water can go in,
And make sure we have slack.
but not the rocks. And then you have big rocks around that
Whatever you're going to do
to
kind of
facilitate the flow. There's a lot of flow there, and
you start
to stabilize the pipe itself.
Okay.
And this piece of EPDM right here that we just added on top of the standpipe is just to protect it from getting dirt in the rocks there, which would block the flow of water and or any roots from the plants. So that's why we're putting an extra EPDM on top. So there was a pipe at the bottom there making the link in between the two planters to make sure the water equalizes in between both. But now Lou is putting one more much higher. What's that, Lou?
This is the overflow.
The overflow. Nice. So if the water goes too high, so that it doesn't go like in the house and stuff.
Exactly. Exactly.
And so where does that go then?
This will go out to the black water.
Okay. Just link it out with the black water. So the black water, I'm guessing, is going to go right here. And it's going to plug into it and
Yep,
go
the
out.
toilet will come out here. You can put it anywhere though. If if you really wanted to, you can put it to another cell outdoors.
And reuse that gray water again.
Yeah, you know.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily have to go to black water.
So it's just important that you do have some kind of overflow so that if the water comes too high in the planter, it's not going in the dirt or it's not going inside the house itself. It's going out somewhere else, either into another cell or being linked to the backwater, so that this water is being reused and refiltered somewhere else. So at the very end of where the flow of the water goes, at the bottom of this planter, we're gonna put peat moss, so a bag of peat moss with holes in it, and that's just gonna clean up the water even more right before it goes in that section. And that section is where the pump will be to either feed the toilet and or to recirculate the water. We're gonna put 2 things of peat moss like that. In between the two peat moss, you can put some silicone. That's a really good thing just to seal it together so the water doesn't go in between. That's what we're going to try to do with silicone and spray foam. Just make sure that this insulation and the peat moss itself doesn't have holes other than the one that have to go through the peat moss, so that the water is actually filtered going through it and not just going around it. So what's the idea with the peat moss here, Lou?
For filtration.
So it's an additional filtration at the very end?
Yeah. I was also told that it helps with smell.
Helps with smell. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So that's the last filtration that helps with smell. And on each side, we're just putting insulation so that the water actually has to go through the peat moss.
Exactly.
So we've put holes in the bags of peat moss. We have 2 stacked on top of each other. And we just put insulation or something that's gonna seal it so that the water actually has to go through the hole. This is the spray foam we'll be using to seal the insulation and the peat moss here.
Gloves, doesn't wash off.
Perfect. So he's gonna put some spray foam in between, with gloves, as he said, in between the peat moss. Just like that, in between the peat moss and the insulation, so that the water cannot go through it. So you want to do that in between every hole that you find. So this here is the amount of gravel we're going to put in. So from the bottom to the first line we can see there, that's going to be gravel. After that, a couple inch of sand. And after that, you're going to have about 12 inch of dirt, of good dirt for plants. So that was going to bring it up. Because here it looks like there's not very much, but that's because the finished floor is going to be quite a bit higher. So the dirt will go all the way to the finished floor. The gravel is done. We're starting to put up the sand. Only 1 or 2 inch of it. 2 inches probably. So that will prevent, like once it's going to be compact enough, it shouldn't go into the rock too much. Which that's the goal. We don't want all the dirt to go inside the rocks, but we do want the roots of the plant to be able to go in. So that's the best way we have at the moment.